In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Lyft app in 2026. First things first, we're going to pull up the Lyft app. You can see I'm on here right now. In order to order a Lyft, super simple. All I'm going to do first off is click where are you going at the top. Now, once I do, this is going to pop up. As you can see at the top, my start is June Shine. So when it comes to Lyft, it automatically tracks and sees where you are. So you can see my start location is automatically auto-filled. So it automatically knows where you are. If let's say this is incorrect, I can click start and then put in my exact address that I'm at right now. But what typically happens is when you pull this up, your start address will be your exact location that you're currently at. So like I said, I'm at June Shine right now. And then when it comes to the destination, I can do a couple different things. One, I can type in an exact spot or an exact address. So if I type in, like, say, the Bungalow, a very iconic bar in LA, I could do like this, Bungalow. And as you can see in the Lyft app, for I'd say 95% of restaurants, bars, event menus and whatnot, you could type in the exact name of it and it will automatically include the address. So I can click Bungalow like that. And then once I do, you can see right now my route is going from June Shine to the main entrance of the Bungalow. Now, let's say I want to type in a specific address. Let's say I'm also going to somewhere on Main Street in Santa Monica. I could type in like 2000 Main Street, for example. So I can type in a specific address like I'm doing so. I can click the one when it pops up. So I click, let's say, 2000 Main Street. And you can see here now that's loading up and boom. Now, once this happens, once you have your ride kind of figured out, as in where you're starting, which is typically where you are right now, to your exact destination, now I have a few options here. Now, there are a few different Lyfts. The main one you're going to pick typically is standard. This is the one you're going to pick 90% of the time. This is the main typical option when it comes to Lyft. Keep in mind it's maximum 4 people. 1 in the passenger seat, 3 in back. So maximum 4. If, let's say, you need a bigger ride, I can scroll and there's a bunch of different options, as you can see. XL. So this can fit, like, say, 5 or 6 people total. I also have, like, say, priority pickup. This is going to be a bit more expensive, but as you can see, it's going to pick you up as soon as possible. So let's say if you're running late, you can do this. I also have wait and save, where the wait might be a little bit longer, but you save some money. So in this case, I save $1 if I want to wait a little bit. And as you can see, for each option, as I kind of scroll through, it says how long it's going to take to get there. So in this case, if I were to order it, it'd be here in 2 minutes, maximum 4 people, because of course it's a Lyft, and it would cost me about $9. I also have a few other options, like say Lyft Black, if I want to get there in style. I have extra comfort. This is kind of in between a normal Lyft ride and a luxury ride, where it's kind of a nicer vehicle, but not super, super nice. And as you can see, the price point matches that as well. And then as I go through here, again, I have a lot of different options, Uber Pet, Uber Wheelchair, few different options I have. But the main one that 90% of the time you will be picking is standard. And once you do this, of course, though, I have to pay for it. In the bottom left-hand corner, you can see I have Apple Pay. That's what I'm currently using to pay for this ride. When I click the bottom icon on the bottom left-hand corner, you can see these are the different payment methods. Of course, some of these are blacked out, as these are my credit cards, but this is how you can add a payment method. And let's say if you've not done this yet, I'm going to click Add Payment Method. And now these are the different options I have to pay. So I have PayPal, Venmo, Lyft Cash, credit or debit card, and gift card. And of course, Apple Pay if you do have an iPhone. Now, there are a couple features I do want to show you that can be useful. One, if I go back, I can also add another stop. Let's say I have to pick a friend up. Let's say for whatever reason, I have to go from point A to then point B, but then to point C. I can click the plus right here and I can add a stop. I can also rearrange these. So let's say I'm going to add a stop of, let's say, Jameson's Pub, which is also on Main Street. I can do this. And now you can see that we're doing this whole ride here. That's going to go from June Shine to Jameson's Pub, then to 2000 Main Street. I can also flip-flop these, right? So this is a way to add, like, say, another destination if you need to do a multi-stop trip. And then lastly, like, say right now I'm going from June Shine to Jameson's Pub. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a pretty quick walk, but I'm showing this for example's sake. In the bottom right-hand corner, I can click schedule. So this can be useful if, like, say you need to go to the airport. Like, say you're like, hey, I want to be picked up, but in 30 minutes or an hour, I can schedule the ride right here. It is that simple and that easy. Once you're ready to go, you click order the Lyft and the Lyft will be ordered. One thing to keep in mind is that the Lyft driver can see your exact location as like a dot on the map and vice versa. So once the Lyft fully gets ordered and you get paired with a Lyft driver, you'll be able to see their name, the make and model of their vehicle, and their license plate, and of course the color of that vehicle. You can also see it on the Lyft app on the map as it gets closer to you. So it will say something like, hey, it's gonna be here in 3 minutes. You can see exactly where the Lyft's going as it's going. Once it gets to you, make sure you verify you're in the right Lyft. So double check, is it a red Prius with this particular license plate, et cetera, et cetera. Once you verify that, you then get in the car, and typically the driver will verify it's you as well. So let's say you'll go up to the car, open the door, and they'll be like, hey, Mark, right? And you're like, yep, my name is Mark. You get in the vehicle, and at this point, everything's kind of taken care of. You already paid for the ride, you already ordered it. They know exactly where you're going. They drive you to your destination, they drop you off, and you're all set.